Well, hello, everyone. This is Teresa Lawson. I am a functional nutrition and lifestyle practitioner, and my background is in the field of nursing. My husband and I are the parents of 11 children, and we homeschooled our children for over 30 years. So I'm going to share with you today some information that I think you'll find very helpful on the topic of detoxifying your body. I've entitled it, Do You Need to Go on a Detox? And before I begin, I just want to share a little bit of my background so you can become familiar with my journey. I live on a farm. My husband's a farmer, and we are the parents of 11 children. And over the years, we raised organic gardens. My husband would raise cattle, and we would butcher the steers and put the meat in our freezer. We have chickens. We have fresh eggs. We feed them oats and corn. They don't get any commercial feed. We also used to belong to a food co-op in order to buy organic foods that we couldn't raise ourselves. And over the years, we worked really hard at trying to feed our family really well. Took vitamins every day. My whole closet shelf was full of vitamins that I pieced together, using my my resources and my knowledge that I gained over the years of studying nutrition. And homeschooling your children really puts right in front of your face the importance of good nutrition and a healthy lifestyle, because what we found in homeschooling early on was that if our children ate certain foods or didn't get enough sleep, we could kiss homeschooling goodbye for the next day or two. So I learned early on I had to eliminate the inflammatory foods from their diets as best I could. And we went on that way for many, many years. We did struggle with a lot of attention issues in our children, anxiety, depression as they got older, problems with, actually a couple were diagnosed with OCD, bipolar, those kind of things, all mental health issues. And so we took a lot of vitamins, tried to eat really well, really healthy, little healthy lifestyle, prayed together as a family, did all those things. And in spite of that, in the year 2006, I hit the menopause wall. I was 50 years old. And that opened a whole new world for me. I began to realize through all my menopausal symptoms that I could not function unless I found some further help. I was struggling with all the menopause issues, and especially what affected me the most was the depression, the anxiety, and the inability to focus or concentrate or organize my thoughts. I could not homeschool my children anymore at that point, and I just became very desperate because I did not want to put them in school. I was still homeschooling my youngest 5. We also had a 6-year-old son who was, he was actually 5 at the time, and severe speech delays, cognitive delays, kind of walked around like he was in a fog all the time. And we also had a daughter, a teenage daughter with anxiety and depression. And my husband had just been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And with all of these health issues, in spite of all the heroic things we had done, I was feeling very discouraged. And I just turned to prayer and said, Lord, I can't do this unless you send some really superior liquid supplementation, because I don't want us all on a whole bunch of medications. My son was already, my special needs son, who's our youngest, was already, on medication for seizures. And my husband was on metformin for his diabetes, steadily gaining weight and frustrated with his cravings food cravings that he couldn't control. And so I just wanted something that would help our family other than medication. And along came an amazing supplement that really changed everything for us. And at that point, I began to say, wow, if a superior liquid supplement can do this, for our family, then what's wrong with the foods we're eating? Because I was working so hard to make sure we ate correctly and had good food. So that began my journey towards not only sharing this product information with these nutritional supplements that we were taking, but also my knowledge in nutrition that I gained over a period of time studying on my own, combined with my nursing knowledge. And fast forward, now I am a functional nutrition lifestyle practitioner. I'm certified in helping a lot of people to reverse their illnesses, to sometimes get off medications. And I'm just really excited to share this information with you. And I encourage you to go to my website at healthyparentshappyfamilies.com and just look it over. And if you'd like a free 20-minute consultation with me, I'd be happy to talk with you a little bit about how I can be of help to you in your journey to wellness in body, mind, and spirit. So, do you need to go on a detox? Let's see if I can advance my screen here. Oh my, it's not working for me. What's the problem? Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's my website at the top of this page, healthyparentshappyfamilies.com. And a little note about that, I believe that our society is just sick in body, mind, and spirit in all three areas. And it's very obvious when you look at the society we live in. And I believe that part of creating a healthier society for our children and our grandchildren is to help parents become healthy in body, mind, and spirit, but especially to improve their relationships with their children and with their spouse so that they can raise healthy, happy families. So that's my goal, to help parents to find health through dietary changes, through supplementation, and through changes in lifestyle. And I do this gradually, very gradually, working with parents, especially the moms, because she's the heart of the home. But I work with dads as well. And I just work with people over a period of time, usually over the phone and via internet. And I help people to gradually make changes that will be sustaining in their families. Now, the term detox is very popular, but what does it mean? And should you do it? So I want to discuss what it means, and we'll cut through all the myths surrounding detox, and we'll discuss what the body really wants to support its detox function. So what is detoxing? Well, it's a natural process for removing any type of toxin from our bodies. And this includes chemicals we're exposed to, our own production of waste materials, and even excess hormones. So our body is always trying to balance itself. It's always trying to detox chemicals and toxins from our body. Now, we detox every day, but we have to ask ourselves the question, do we do it efficiently or enough? Now, a detox, an actual detox, is supposed to speed up this process of detoxification, making it more efficient. So what's a cleanse? This is another term used to support the detox process. And we have to remember, toxins in, toxins out. This is what our bodies want to do. A special detox really shouldn't be necessary if our bodies are able to detox properly, and it's really better to support the body's ability to detox on a daily basis. Sometimes people don't realize it, but detoxing too much or too fast can actually be dangerous because what happens is when we try to detox too quickly, the stored up toxins in our liver, our lymph system, and other detox organs, those actually start to release the toxins in a very rapid manner if we're trying to detox too fast. And it can make us sicker for a while. It can increase our symptoms of illness while the body is trying to flush the toxins out of these organs and out of our lymph system. All those toxins go into the bloodstream in that process. And our symptoms of illness, whatever they may be, whether it's joint pain, arthritis, some kind of autoimmune disease, thyroid issues, diabetes, whatever, any of those things can become worse for a period of time if you're detoxing too quickly. And so it's better to detox a little bit slowly. Some people I've worked with have chosen to go through a more rapid detox by hitting the body very hard with a detox program. So it's entirely up to the individual, but I just want people to be aware that if you're dealing with some serious health issues and you're on a lot of medication, the detoxing too fast can be dangerous. And there are 4 systems in the body to support. Excuse me. So some signs that you may need to detox. Let's go through some of these signs. White coating on your tongue and or bad breath. Yes, that is a symptom that you need to detox many times. It's not just caused by not brushing your teeth, but a lot of times it's caused because bad breath and coated tongue are caused because your body is so toxic and the toxins are just locked inside of you. Water retention or bloating, frequent stuffy nose, increased belly fat, and that's due to the lack of the body to stabilize the hormones through the detox process. Cravings for sugar, gallbladder issues, hot flashes, feeling overheated, excessive sweating, trouble losing weight, skin issues such as acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, itchy skin. I do have a story to share with you about that. In the year 2012, I'm not a person who takes medication. I do have thyroid issues. I have a hypothyroid. I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism after the birth of my 10th baby. And I was on thyroid medication, a natural thyroid medication, for 9 years. And the doctors told me, do not go on Synthroid or any kind of synthetic thyroid medication if you ever hope to be off of it, because your body will become dependent on the synthetic hormone replacement for thyroid. And so I chose to follow their advice, and I went on a natural form of thyroid medication. And I was able to wean myself off of that once I started on nutritional supplements that were, very superior in quality and changed my diet to help support the function of my thyroid gland and my other organs. And I have been off that medication now for many years, and I control my thyroid symptoms with nutrition and superior supplementation. And in the year 2012, we had a very stressful year. We went to Ecuador. Our family went to Ecuador for 2 weeks, and that was stressful. Even though it was beautiful and wonderful trip, it was very stressful. We came home, had a bridal shower for my daughter. She got married 2 months later. And in June of that year, I was working in my garden, and in the middle of the night, scratched my legs. I actually probably had mosquito bites or something on my ankles, but in any case, I must not have washed my fingernails really well, and I contracted a fungal infection in my ankle, and that's what, excuse me, the physicians realized later, that they kind of traced it back to my gardening. But in any case, I had to take medication, a cream, fungal cream for that, and then I also had a gum infection in my mouth, and I tried desperately all kinds of different things to try to overcome that, and I could not, so I ended up taking an antibiotic. And then in the month of August of that year, I fell in water getting off of an elevator in a hotel and broke my wrist. and medication, for my surgery, then physical therapy, all kinds of medication for that. So by the end of 2012, I had gained about 10 to 15 pounds, and my body was toxic. In January 2013, I had made a trip to the dentist to have a filling replaced, and my body said enough. When they gave me the medication to numb my gums for that dental work, I came home and I felt literally like I was having a heart attack. It was just horrific. I was toxic. I knew I was toxic. So I increased dramatically the amount of nutritional supplementation that I was already doing, and I lost 21 pounds in 2 months, and I felt absolutely great. I've kept that weight off, and I'm very careful about how I eat and what I drink. On with this slide that I'm on here, other signs you may need to detox: low thyroid function. I can relate to that. Extreme fatigue that's not relieved by more sleep. Mood swings. Oh, yes, that affects our family. That affects our relationships with other people, our spouses, our children. Chemical sensitivity. Even a little alcohol affects you, and you can't handle being around strong smells. I know a lot of people like that. Increased food sensitivities, poor sleep, insomnia, constipation or diarrhea, or stools that are too loose, or gray-colored stools. All of these are signs you may need to detox. Can detoxing be dangerous? Yes, I explained before. If the person detoxes too fast, or if the person is very ill, you have to do the detox carefully and slowly in that situation. Now, there's different kinds of detoxing. There's water fasts, which you've probably heard of. They're most extreme, but they don't provide nutrients to help the liver with detoxing. And then there's juice fasts. Well, they supply nutrients, but they do not supply the fiber needed to help with detox and to support the colon. Now, detox kits can be for one system at a time, such as the liver cleanse. And these kits consist of herbs, fiber, probiotics, depending on the area of the body being supported. And you can support the systems in the body with foods. That's another option. So I like to do a combination. When I help people with detoxing, I like to do a combination of these things. And as I said, the nutraceutical products that my family uses and has used since the spring of 2007, I always recommend those to people trying to detox. Even though the products are not created for detoxification, they offer the body awesome, wonderful, dense nutritional support while the person is detoxing. So what are some detox reactions? When you stimulate the detoxification process to work faster, you can feel worse before you feel better. So I'm going back to my story about detox. During that 2 months that I was detoxing and lost 21 pounds early in 2013, I went through a series of symptoms of detoxification. And I'm going to share those with you really quickly because as a nurse, my mind went right to what would happen during this detox. Like I knew my liver would be involved. I thought, oh, my skin's going to be involved. My glands, especially my neck, I was like, okay, my lymph glands, they're going to be involved in this detox process. So all of these things were what I was paying attention to during my detox. So what I experienced, yes, the headaches and the fatigue, I actually kind of laid around literally for like 3 days and told my family I didn't feel well. And that was extremely unusual for me because I ran circles around my family. With 11 children and homeschooling and living on a farm, believe me, I started my day with prayer, intense prayer, every day, and that sustained me through the day. But I literally had so much energy, and I just ran circles around everyone. So that's another story. But it was very unusual for me to lay in bed for 3 days. So my family knew that I really wasn't feeling well. And at the beginning of the detox process, I just needed to rest. And I needed to really hit myself hard with those nutrient-dense supplements. And really all I ate for the first week of the detox was vegetables and fruits. The second week of the detox, I added a little bit of beans. And then the third or fourth week, I added in some fish and chicken. So I gradually added in more protein foods. But during the first initial part of my detox, I was very strict about vegetables, fruits, which was kind of nice because I would make myself a smoothie in the morning, usually berries, a mixture of berries, and then add a little bit of spinach or kale to it and my nutrient-dense supplements. And that would kind of get me set for the day. And then I would have a couple more of the nutraceutical product in separate shakes later in the day. So that's how I was doing it. And generally, anything you often experience will get worse. So what happened with me during my detox, first, my nose just started running like crazy. And I thought, okay, my body's cleansing. It was a clear mucus, so I knew it was not a cold. That went on for several days. Then after about a week, my liver, I could feel it felt like it was really full, like it was really firm. And it actually was kind of a little bit sore and tender, but I knew exactly where the liver was located, so I recognized that was what was happening. Then about the second or third week began the swelling in my neck. My lymph glands were filling up. And then at the same time, my skin started, oh my gosh, I just broke out in this terrible eczema. And I was like, okay, I need to just push through this because this is my body trying to get rid of all these toxins. All this medication had built up in me over the year of 2012, and all of the stress added to that, all of those things, and all the weight gain and water gain and everything that I had. So that was what I went through the first month, all of those symptoms. So generally, as I said, anything you often experience gets worse when you're detoxing. For instance, if you have acne, you may have a breakout. You have muscles and joint aches, that may get worse. It may be achy, you may be achier. It can be anything. The detox should only last about 3 days to no more than a week, and then you should feel better. However, if you're a person dealing with more serious illness, like I believe I was dealing with a lot of toxicity from all those medications I had taken in the year 2012 and all the stress I experienced, that took longer. That detox took longer. So I want people to be aware of that. It's okay. It's okay to take longer. You don't want to overstress your body. And I help people through that process. That is one of my services, my goals is to just help people through that detox process. Now, the key systems in the body that are affected with detox or by detoxing are the liver. The liver has many functions. Detoxification is only one of them. All toxins will make their way to the liver, and the liver is connected to all other parts of the body. So helping the liver to detox helps the whole body to detox. The gut. Now, gut bacteria plays a role in every function in the body. It directly supports the liver's ability to detox. So if your gut is not functioning well, that's going to impede the detox process. Gut bacteria can also help to perform detoxification. That is why it is so important to eat really healthy when you're in a detox. Even if you're using these superior supplements that I have been using, and I can lead people and guide people in that process, even if you're doing that, you also need to be sure you're eating really well. And you can feed good gut bacteria through eating fermented foods, and I'm going to talk about that later, fresh fruits and vegetables, because there's a lot of fiber in them. So this means toxins will leave the body before they enter the bloodstream. If you've got a healthier gut with the proper bacteria, it helps the toxins leave your body before they enter your bloodstream. And the foods we want to focus on are liver-friendly foods and gut-friendly foods. Liver-friendly foods would be fruits such as lemons, limes, apples, pears, grapefruit, oranges, berries, pomegranates. I also like I mentioned berries here. I like to, like I told you before, mix berries together and make a smoothie in the morning for breakfast. That's what my special needs son has every morning. And we put our nutrient-dense supplements in that smoothie. Vegetables such as broccoli and other cruciferous vegetables, kale, spinach, beets, garlic, onions, burdock root, and watercress. Essential fatty acids like salmon, chia, etc. Herbs and spices. Jerusalem artichokes, I'm going to talk a little bit about those. Milk thistle. Milk thistle is an awesome herb that helps to support the liver during detox. Some of the gut-friendly foods that are great for helping the gut to build the proper bacteria for digestion and to help eliminate toxins are prebiotics. Those examples of those would be almonds, tomatoes, fermented dairy products. I don't recommend just regular dairy products like straight up milk or cheese. Those are highly inflammatory. And I will be doing a webinar series on fermenting foods. I do ferment goat milk and make goat milk kefir and add it to our smoothies in the morning. That's very high in probiotics. Many, many strains of probiotics can be found in goat milk kefir. And yogurts that are not sweetened with sugar, kefirs, those kind of things. Fermented dairy products, those are prebiotic foods. Legumes, whole organic grains, broccoli, kale, asparagus, apples, berries, bananas, tomatoes, pure maple syrup, dark chocolate, honey, corn, potatoes, sweet potatoes, chia seeds, again, Jerusalem artichokes, and chicory root. And as I said, fermented foods, kefir, yogurt, sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha, wine, miso. Now, it's important when you consume the fermented foods that they're organic, that they are they don't have sugar in them. For instance, the wine, a lot of people just think, oh, I can buy wine off the shelf for $10 a bottle and, it's going to be good for my gut. Not true, because many wines have sugar added to them. You want to get organic wine, excuse me, and they're more pricey. They're more expensive. There are people who are making their own wine, which is great. If you're able to do that, that's awesome. So I want to make the point, though, that always try to steer towards organic, because that's going to be much better in helping to build those gut-friendly, helping to build the organisms in the gut. Other key systems in the body that help with detox, your lymphatic system. As I said before, my lymph glands in my neck filled up when I was trying to detox, when I was going through my detox in 2013. The lymph nodes are located in many different parts of the body, and you can look that up online. Try to find a picture that shows where the lymph nodes are located. The lymph system is a backup system for the liver. Some of the toxins leave our body through sweat, and sweating aids the lymphatic system in the detox process. Skin brushing, dry skin brushing can help with detox. Lymphatic massage, lymphatic cleanses, those all can help with detox. And then the kidneys. Many toxins leave our bodies via the urinary system through the kidneys. The kidneys can provide backup for the liver. And so the objective and the goal to help the kidneys to detox is to drink lots of water to flush the kidneys and help the kidneys to detox. Water-filled foods, eat a lot of water-filled foods, lettuce, cucumber, celery, watermelon. And the kidney function is enhanced by unsweetened cranberry juice. And if you buy unsweetened cranberry juice, you can sweeten it with a little bit of stevia. Stevia sweetener does not affect the detox process in the body. So that's something to consider. Okay, let's talk about liver superstars. Jerusalem artichokes, they support the process of detoxification and bile production in the gallbladder. And you can eat this root vegetable cooked or raw. Milk thistle, as I said, is an herb that supports the detoxification process, and it helps to repair liver cells. And this is available as a tea or a supplement. And some of our products in our nutrient-dense products that my family uses and that I highly recommend, they contain the milk thistle. So that helps with your liver support. Reishi mushrooms, they help protect the liver and improve its function. They're available as dried mushroom or as a powder. And then we have black cumin seed, which protects and may reverse a damaged liver. And the cumin seed is available as a seed, an oil, or a supplement. And again, I want to stress the fact that adaptogenic herbs, which help the body to adapt to detox, to help the organs of detoxification work better. Many adaptogenic herbs are found in the nutrient-dense supplements that my family uses and that I recommend. Putting it all together. So daily detoxing is aided if we follow a pattern of a 14-hour fast. This is where the body rests from food for 14 hours every day. For example, 7 p.m. till 9 a.m. the next day. Or if you eat, let's say you eat at 5 p.m. and then you don't eat again until 7 a.m. the next day. It's just a matter of not eating for 14 hours. So in other words, you'd eat supper at 5 o'clock and then don't eat any snacks before bed. You can drink tea, water, kombucha maybe, but don't eat anything until the next morning, 14 hours later. So it would be like if you eat at 5 o'clock for your evening meal, don't eat anything again until 7 a.m. the next morning. So you want to stop eating 3 hours before bed and then don't eat for 14 hours. The body does its major repair and detox work while we sleep. So giving it more time to do this is very helpful. So that's the whole point of this detox, of the fast, the 14-hour fast. It helps the body to detox while we're sleeping. During the day, we can support the detox process with foods and lifestyle activities. So you might want to pick like 4 liver-friendly foods to consume daily. And I like to encourage people to eat many different colors of fruits and vegetables. They have a goal of doing 5 colors a day. And you can see in the picture in the middle there's all kinds of berries, different colors like red, purple. If you think about peppers, like orange peppers, and red peppers, they don't have to be hot. They don't have to be the hot peppers. If you think about sweet potatoes, that's orange. If you think about consuming an orange, that's an orange color. You just think about all these colorful foods you can eat. Greens are something that, different shades of greens are excellent. So pick 4 liver-friendly foods to consume every day. Change them up. Unless you find 1 or 2 that really work well for you, put in a lot of variety. When you make a salad, put your tomatoes, your onion. You could put purple onion in there. That way you get the purple colored vegetable in. Excuse me. Could put in cucumbers, artichokes. You could put in there some seeds, sunflower seeds. really great for essential fatty acids. You could put in your salad boiled egg. That would be a good source of essential fatty acid. So you want to support the gut. You want to eat prebiotic and probiotic foods, at least one per day. I like to encourage people, when you look at your plate, it should be half vegetables and fruit. And the other portion could be like your fish or and maybe a starchy vegetable like sweet potato. I always encourage people, try to avoid eating very much of the white potatoes because they're very starchy. There's good fiber in them, though. It's not like you can't have them at all. But lean towards the sweet potatoes because they're high in fiber, high in beta-carotene, and even though they're sweet, they actually have a low glycemic index. They don't raise the blood sugar like the white potatoes do. Drink lots of water for the kidneys. Try to get some exercise every day. Walking is fine. You don't want to overtax your body with too much exercise. If you're used to a lot of exercise, that's fine. But some people think, they start this process of detox and losing weight, and they think, oh, I have to go to the gym and I have to get on the treadmill and make myself sweat like crazy. No. Generally speaking, I like to encourage people to go slow and easy with the exercise if they're not used to heavy exercise already, because it overtaxes the adrenals and it makes the detox process go much slower. So you're trying to reduce the stress on your body as much as possible in all areas, whether it's, your work or maybe some toxic relationships with people. You're trying to reduce those stresses as much as possible during your detox. And then do the 14-hour fast if possible, and think logically about how to incorporate these steps. Just start with one and then work up. And this is what I like to help people do when I work with them in functional nutrition and lifestyle. And once again, you can go to my website at healthyparentshappyfamilies.com. Go to my my appointment page and schedule a free 20-minute consultation with me, and we'll chat and see if I can be of help to you in this process. Okay, so this is a do-it-yourself detoxifying drink. Now, there's a lot of stuff in here, and people might look at it and go, oh, I don't know if I could drink that. So this is just one example of how you can put a lot of different things in a smoothie to make a detox drink. Personally, I like my nutraceuticals that I can put in with the berries, like 2 or 3 different kinds of berries and a little bit of kale or spinach in the morning, because it tastes great. And it's our nutraceutical products are sweetened with stevia. And so that's what I like to do. But I do want to give you this option for a detoxifying drink. You take a cup of hot water or bone broth. Bone broth powder can be used, and you can buy those online. I like Dr. Axe's bone broth powder. I like Trim Healthy Mama's products. A tablespoon of freshly grated ginger, a pinch of ground cinnamon, that's optional, half a cup of sauerkraut. Now, I would be inclined to replace that with half a cup of goat milk kefir myself. I make my own goat milk kefir, and I would like to replace the sauerkraut with the goat milk kefir. But if that's what you prefer, sauerkraut's fine. 2 teaspoons of raw honey, a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice or lime juice, 1.5 cups of beet greens or kale or spinach, quarter of an avocado peeled and pitted, a tablespoon of fresh cilantro, and 2 teaspoons of ground chia seeds. So you'd put all of this into a blender, blend it until smooth, and then just sip it. And you'd put the drink in a container and take it to work if you can. That's just, these are just some options for you to help you make a detoxifying drink for yourself. Okay, so there are many ways to support detoxification, and the key is to find what works for you. And it's always best to go slow at first and see how your body reacts, and then speed it up a little bit as time goes on. And learning how to do it daily is best, because if we keep our body detoxing every day by eating really healthy and taking superior supplementation, I always encourage people to do that. And I do recommend specific supplements that are nutrient dense, that help feed the gut bacteria and help the body to function well. Doing this on a daily basis is the best. And this provides the body with the detoxification support that it needs all the time. So once again, I'm a functional nutrition and lifestyle practitioner. I offer my services to help people go into their history, their health history, and really dig deep and work on all kinds of different areas to bring healing to their body, their mind, their spirit. I do pray with people. My personal website is healthyparentshappyfamilies.com. I can also be reached at 833-407-HOPE. That's 833-407-4673. And my team website, I do work with a beautiful team of women. We have a team website. It's healthfamilylife.com. And my team and I work with people providing all kinds of support in different areas. We have a childbirth educator on our team that works with women who are, expecting babies or planning to conceive. I also, she's an RN, and she has experience as well in diabetic teaching. And then, of course, I have my certification is in functional nutrition and lifestyle, and my background as a registered nurse. We also have a member of our team who is currently studying and hopes to get her master's degree sometime early next year in 2020 in the area of family counseling and addiction counseling. And we have another team member who is a young mom with 4 little ones, and she has a lot of information to share about a business opportunity that we offer at our team website for those who, once they achieve a better, health, anyone who would like to join our team in promoting better health and working one-on-one with people like I'm doing and like our team members do, that's what our team does together. We help teach and train and educate people on how to help others to regain their health in body, mind, and spirit. And then we have a team member who focuses on spiritual, on marital healing and spirituality, healing for the family, for relationships. And so together we make an awesome team, and I encourage you to check out that website as well. And we can be reached at 833-910-HOPE. That's 833-910-4673, or healthfamilylife.com. So I encourage you to check out these websites, and feel free to schedule an appointment with me at my personal website for a 20-minute free consultation. Blessings on your day.